Okay, so I have created actions folder, then I've created this reducers folder, and now I'll be creating one more folder, that is store folder. Okay, so actions, reducers, and we do have a store. Okay, yeah, fine. So now what we can do is, let's have a components folder as well. In this, first in components, I will go ahead and create. Let's say I have a list of products, product.js file. Okay, and then let me create cart. So what I'll do is directly from product, whatever you can say, I do have a list of products. Whenever I say add to cart, it should go to cart.js file. It should get updated in the cart.js file. Okay, so this is what we will try to do it. So now, okay, so there will be a confusion whether to start with actions or reducers. Okay, so now let's do one thing. First of all, let's install Redux as well as React Redux. So meanwhile it gets installed, what we will do is we'll create a action. Okay, so let's say here I want to have a cart action. Okay, and product action like this I want to have, so that I can do it. So here I will write, okay, and then in reducer let's have cart reducer. So we can create cart action, product action. If there is any other action, then add that action also. So and what else we'll have here? We can have cart reducer .js file. We can also have product reducer. Okay, and in store we can name it as config store. Projects we follow like this only, config store. So config store.js, like this I have created. So now we'll start with action. Okay, or let's do one thing. As we have installed this React Redux, let me come back to this later because I wanted to have a store. As I have not created reducer itself, so I'll not come here. So I'll go to cart action. Here I'll create the action. So what kind of actions we want? Okay, so first of all, I want add to cart, I want delete, and I want clear cart. Okay, these three actions I wanted. So I'll write, I'll be exporting the methods, whatever I'll be writing over here. So let me write export const. So here we'll be putting each item, right? That item we need to return. Okay, so as soon as you do add to cart, what we'll do is, as soon as somebody is clicking on that button, right? So we'll be sending each object. So that is why I'm passing this as a parameter, this item. Okay, so this item we need to return. Okay, so that when we return, the cart will be updated. Okay, so that is why we're writing add to cart here. Okay, so now let's say return naming convention we follow. Okay, it's not that it's a built in something. Okay, user define it is. So this is a type, this property. Okay, so it is returning, right? So the card will be updated. That's the reason I'm having a payload and type. Okay, and then we'll have one more method. Okay, let me just copy and paste. So here we'll have a delete from cart, delete. Okay, so in delete from cart, what do we need if I want to delete something? I won't be having a item. I will be having an ID. So I'll be having an ID. So I have to pass the ID as well, right, to delete it. So let's ID. Now, if key and value are same, then what I need to do? This is, I think, a ES7 or ES8 feature. If key and value is same, then you don't need to write it twice. You can write it once like this. Okay. If key and value is same, just write it once. Done. Then here we'll have clear cart. I don't want anything. I'll simply clear everything. Right. Here cart. This is my action. So cart action is done. Now we'll have a reducer. Okay. Let's say const. Okay. Or we can simply write it cart reducer. Right, because we can have more than one reducer, right? So if we just say reducer, then it won't make any sense. Okay, so that's why I'm writing cart reducer. If we have more than one reducer, name it properly. And then we'll have state and we will have action. So here, let's do one thing. Okay, so one more thing that we follow is extended parameter handling. We give default parameter. Okay, so when if there is no value assigned, so you need to handle it with the empty array. Okay, so that's why I'm giving empty array. If there is no state given, then the empty array will be assigned to this state, right? So this is extended parameter handling method which we seen earlier also in ES6, I guess. So here I'll make use of switch, okay? Because see, in the last example, we were just changing the name, so there were not more than one action there, right? But here, as we have more than one action, then switch will fit over here, right? Not if and else. Switch can fit. So I'll write action dot type, and then here I'll be writing the case. So what are a case? See, you can do one more thing is that these types, right? You can write it in separate file, all the types. And because there if you change, it will be reflected to these both the files, right? But if we change over here, then you should come over here and change it over here also. Okay, let me do it over here. We can see. So here let's have so what all types we have? We have add to cart. Okay, so right, add to cart equal to add to cart like this. Okay, I'll write the variable at declaration. So delete, then clear cart. So here I'll write const. Okay, this way. Here, as we have exported it, this is a named export, no? So here, you go ahead and import it. Import config slash things you want to import, just write that. Okay. Now, here, use that only. Delete from cart, like this. Okay, same thing you would be doing in the reducer also, like this. I am making changes at one place, it will be reflected wherever I have used. Okay, so like this. Now here, instead of writing like this, now I'll be writing add to cart. Then here, and then I want to return. Okay, so here I want to return action dot payload, right? See there, this thing I want to return. So that is why I'm writing action dot payload. Okay, you know, whatever states we will be getting, okay, that we have to spread it, and the new item you need to add it. Okay, so I'll simply write, I'll spread the state, and then new item will be added, like how we used to do it in use state 2. Spread it, then add it. It's like merging one more item, you're merging into the list. Okay, and the other case, delete. Here what we want to return, we want to return whatever deleted item is done. Okay, I want to filter out the data, right? So how will you filter out the data here? We can write state.filter, and then this is a filter method, JavaScript method. Okay, so then we need to pass the item. Okay, so this will happen when you take the action, right? Delete from cart. When you take this action, you will be passing some item, right? I mean, the ID you will be passing from there. You have to take out the ID, right? So you'll be writing item dot ID. Okay, not equal to, and then we'll have another case, that is clear cart. In clear cart, we'll have to return an empty array. and in default case returning state. Okay, and let me export this. Now my reducer is ready, my action is ready. Now what we'll do, we'll provide the store to the app. We'll go to index.js file. Okay, so first of all, to provide the data, we need to have a provider. So we'll write provider React Redux. One more is we need create store. So create store comes from Redux. So we'll create the object const store equal to, we will pass the reducer. Okay. For passing the reducer, we'll have to import it. Because named export, right? Dot slash reducers slash cart reducer. Done. That cart reducer I will provide to this. Done. Okay. And now the store will be given to the app. So now our store is available to app. Action is created. Reducer is done. Okay, now left is store. If there is more than one reducer, then what we will do, right? Because here index.js file, we are just passing cart reducer. If there is more than one reducer, then so we'll have to have one more file where we'll keep all the reducers. Okay, I mean we'll import them and export that file, right? So in the reducer, let's say if there is product reducer also, right? Then what will you do in that case? Because here you're passing only cart reducer, you cannot create one more store and add it then pass it like this. That's not a good way. So what we will do, we'll create one index.js and here we'll use the combine reducer method. Okay, so let's import is in the same file, so it will be, so if there is more than one reducer, then import it like this. And then what you need to do is we'll simply export this one, this object, okay, which I'm going to create. So let's say const root reducer. So we'll call it as root reducer. Root reducer, okay, and for that I need one method that will be combined reducers. Okay, let me see if it is combined reducers or reducers. See, it is giving me suggestion. So I think it will be combined reducers and it is coming from Redux, and we'll simply pass this cart reducer and we will store it in a cart like this. Okay, so you can write it anything else like this only. You, if you have more than one reducer, then keep on creating an object like this. So we can say reducer.cart, root reducer dot something like that. So in index.js file, now we won't be passing the cart reducer. Instead, we will pass this index.js file. Okay, the root reducer, I'll be passing it. Instead of passing that root reducer directly, I can have the reducer here. Okay, I'm exporting this. See, here also I've written it wrong. It should be root reducer, not index. It should be root reducer, no? So instead of passing it directly like this, because of that only I created the store, right? So I'll create the store here, okay? And then I will import that in index.js file, okay? And then I'll pass it. So I'll write import create store, okay? I think comes from Redux only, right? Redux, and then we'll import that reducer here only. Okay, this root reducer in here, because whatever reducer is returning, right, that will that should be updated to your store. That is why we need that reducer. Okay, so let's write root reducer, reducers. Okay, okay, let it be to reducer. It will take it to index.js. Then we'll write one method which will be given to the index.js file. So we'll simply write config store equal to initial Okay, so whatever initial state will be getting, that then we'll have the create store that will take what root reducer as a parameter. The reducer goes here, right? So that will be a root reducer, as well as I'll pass the initial state. Initial state, and then when I go to index.js file, okay, so when I go to index.js file, I need to pass the store over here, right? So that will be right. So that will be index. I don't want to index. I need to pass the store then. Config store cart reducer. This is not required now. Okay, method, right? So okay, create store we have there only, right? So first config store, I'm returning the create store. So I'll write it in this way: const store equal to store will be there here. Okay, and rest of the things, let's see when we get some errors, right? We'll try to done. Now we'll go to components. So our store is ready, our actions are ready, and reducers are ready. So now I'll just go to components. So first of all, I'll try to have some list of products. So now here we'll have one button which will keep on adding the product. Okay, add to cart. Okay, a list you can create it. Okay, whatever API call you want to make it, and then we'll keep on adding the item into the cart. Okay, so add to cart, I'll do it. So here when I do add, I need to add the product. We have add to cart function. Then here as soon as we click on the button, right, we'll create a new object, and then we'll push it. Okay, so we'll keep on adding the product. So here let's say, okay, so I'll just write product name. Want to create an ID, so how should I do that? It should be any unique ID, right? Random we can use, right? Math dot random.